After 15 cruises on Carnival,
They are starting to make some changes.
We're Rich and Robin,
and these are our midlife adventures.
living in and out of our midlife van.
Robin,
Rich, Carnival is up to something.
they just announced something. There's been rumors that they have to and they need to change their VIRP.
VIFP.
Last couple of years, we've been cruising a lot on Carnival.
Because we've been earning status.
We've been earning status, and we've been getting really good deals.
Yeah, we went from red to gold
to platinum.
Now we're both platinum. And the only next level would be diamond.
Yeah, and
so we've been seeing changes.
We've been, and there's been talks about changes coming up to try to countermeasure some of the issues that they have. So they've accumulated a large number of platinum and diamond elite level guests, and then that causes problems when you're on the ship that you don't get some of these benefits.
Well, on the longer cruises, there's usually so many platinum and diamond that they don't give out the benefits. So they have been talking, like you said, about changing the program.
Yeah, they know they have to change the program because what happens is when you achieve these levels, like Robin said, we both achieved platinum, you have it for life. And so potentially, if we stop cruising for 5 years, then we come back into cruising, we would jump right back into our platinum status, which is different than the rest of the travel industry. I can't speak so much on different cruise ships.
Yeah, hotels, I think you kind of keep that status, possibly. No? You got to earn it every year.
You got to earn it every year, and airlines.
Or you get a credit card and you're automatically that status on a hotel.
But basically, you have to do something throughout the year to
maintain your status.
Whether it be accumulate more points or have credit cards or something like that.
And Carnival, I think most cruise lines, you don't have to maintain your status. But what's a little sad is for people like us or other people that as soon as you earn status, it kind of gets taken away.
Yep. Yeah, and I think that's why they delayed this announcement, because they're trying to figure out how to address all these people that are going to be ill affected.
So let me say it hasn't been taken away yet.
Yep.
They just made the announcement that it'll change in 1 year starting June 1st, 2026.
Yeah.
Is when the new program goes into effect, but current platinum passengers will keep that status for 2 years after that date. So they are kind of giving a little
So they're saying nothing's changing between now and May 31st of 2026.
Right. But when it goes into effect, we'll still have platinum for 2 years.
Yep.
If you're diamond, you'd have it for 6 years.
Yeah, so they're somehow to try to counter all the pushback they would have from all their loyal customers. They said, okay, we're going to give you a kind of a semi-grandfathered. So it's not going to be grandfathered forever. It's going to be, like you said, 2 years for platinum, 6 years for diamond. And then after that, you're going to have to continue to earn every year by how many points, or I think they call it miles, right?
I think stars.
Stars, that's what.
But they're just giving us a little breadcrumb. We're going to, a little niblet. We'll stay 2 years or 6 years if you're platinum or diamond. But once that change happens, you need to spend lots of money, which we don't.
And so
we will not be chasing that once the new program comes in.
So we'll get it for 2 years. So we'll be able to ride the wave for the next 2 years. Or, Robin, how close are you to diamond?
I am 46. I'm 47 days away from diamond, and we have 3 cruises booked between now and that May 31st cutoff. So they're a 7, a 13, and a 16. So that is 36.
So not enough.
So not enough, but so 153 plus 36, so that'll be 189. So I would only need 11 more days.
So to be able to get diamond
for 6 years.
So that's what we could and potentially chase. Is it worth booking another 1 or 2 cruises to chase 11 days before May 31st, 2026 to get you diamond
for
and then
6 years.
That'll keep it for 6 years, and that's and so. But we also have to, the email that everybody got does talk about the changes,
right?
Starting in 2026.
And so we don't know all the changes, but you've read over what some of the changes were.
So they're getting rid of the platinum and diamond party.
Mm-hmm.
They are
getting rid of the gifts, which is, they're just cheesy little gifts anyways. I think the biggest thing is the early boarding's okay feature. We've used it a couple times, but the easier debarkation at the end of the cruise, Diamond has their waiting area, at least on the last couple cruises I've been on, is right by the door, because we've been in the platinum waiting area, and you still had to weave through all this traffic people coming
off the elevator,
mixing
cutting
in
into line and stuff. So
it really wasn't a shortcut for us. We could have just went with the general people.
Yeah, right.
And so that's a real perk, because a lot of times we're like
jumping off
if we're doing budget airlines or travel, we sometimes have to get off early because the cheapest flight is early.
Yeah.
So that's and if there's a tender, you get priority, things like that. But it's kind of nice to have.
So the question is, I think I'm too far away. I haven't counted up the days, but I think I'm probably like 30 behind you.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it's worth it for me to personally.
Especially when one person gets to come with me.
Yeah. So we're still you'll get the benefits. What was nice when we both have platinum is that if we get four bags of a laundry or cruise, now guess what? We have 8 bags of laundry.
Twice
so I'll still
bags.
have platinum for 2 years, but then after that,
we'll
reverts
have to cut back on our laundry.
Exactly.
Or we'll start doing our laundry again.
Yeah.
And Carnival seems to, a lot of times the laundry doesn't work, or there's not as many machines as some other cruise lines we've been on, but at least if we do if we still get some deals, hopefully we will on Carnival, we will be traveling with them for the next 6 years. But
or just not spending the money.
Right, because we're not going to spend the money to
try to match their status levels.
Yeah, because you're going to earn points, which in turn turn into stars by what you spend on the ship, or on the cruise,
or on the credit card,
or on their credit card,
or on the cruise in the casino too. Obviously, if you get onboard credit, then that's not going to count as stars, you know.
So what happened right after they made that announcement? I have been getting some really good casino offers, and I got an offer for up to $500 onboard credit. We had this offer is only good really, even though the email said selected sailings through February, I could only find July and August.
And it's only good for like 48 hours, right?
The offer was only good for 48 hours. I think it has now expired. But I went ahead and booked one of those cruises, Rich, for 6 days.
Mm-hmm.
And it cost me $676 for this cruise for 2 people, and I'm getting $500 onboard credit. I'm getting another 6 days, which is going to take me to $195.
So you're still short by 5.
So we need one more cruise before May that we'll have to do.
1 or 2, right?
Yeah, if you do a short one. So usually not that often we do 2 shorter ones, but in this case we might as well do one that's at least 6 or 7 days to clinch that diamond status in. And I was already looking at some for January. So one more cruise that's at least 6 or 7 days. Really could be 5 days, but we don't like to really do.
So you have to achieve diamond status and complete your travel by May 31st.
So our book cruises right now, the latest one is we get back the end of April. But I've been looking at a May cruise and a January cruise. So both would end before that date, but it would sink us in and we would get me diamond, you platinum.
From what we understand in the email. And
right.
So all that is subject to change, because I'm sure there's going to be revisions that are coming out that are going to more tightly clarify, what's going to keep you in or exclude you from that benefit.
There's already been a lot of people online saying that they're no longer going to be loyal. And so, we have slowly been expanding our cruise lines. I'm going on a Norwegian cruise this summer, and we've done Princess 5 times. So, and we're going to be doing Holland America. So we were staying kind of loyal to Carnival on longer cruises, if they had the itinerary we wanted because of the perks.
Yep.
But now we'll have those perks if we find an itinerary that we like with Carnival.
With a good deal.
But if not, then we've started expanding our horizons already, and we'll continue.
It's nice to have the perks, but
Yeah.
obviously they're not showstoppers.
Yeah,
They're-
and we've been on other cruises that not have the perks, and it's a little, you know,
Yeah.
we just have to do a little
You
more
gotta
work
do laundry and
ourselves.
stuff.
That's all.
So, yeah. Okay, well, let's see if what we're gonna do before May
May
31st.
2026. So we'll let you know if we get that diamond status locked in for me,
Yeah.
and where we go from there.
And if you have any different interpretations of this email, or if you have any questions around it, put them in the comments below.
Yeah, and what are you gonna do? Have you ever cruised on Carnival? You never have, or
If so, and if you do have status, maybe some of you have had status for a very long time. What are you gonna do? I mean,
Right.
because it's if you've had it and you really only cruise every 2 years,
it's gonna be hard to keep
it's
it.
going to be hard to keep. So
Yeah.
we're really curious of what's going to happen, how much backlash there's going to be on that.
After that 48-hour offer that came and went, and I actually booked a 6-day cruise,
Got one cruise out of that because they wouldn't allow multiple with that code.
it's back. It's back now till the end of the month, so 6 more days. But still, I'm only finding July and August cruises, and we have a pretty packed schedule for July. We have plans already, and August is half full.
Yeah.
So-
So how are we going to squeeze one in? So I mean, we still have 6 months, right?
So we might just skip that
Pull that out
offer
a
and see
little
what
bit.
offer comes in July.
Yeah.
'Cause
Because we only need 5 days.
5 days. So we could do a 5-day, but we want to probably do an 8-day or so in January, February. So we'll just wait for that offer. Right. And so what other cruise lines do you get great deals on? Let us know in those comments below. And thanks for watching, and check out some of our other videos where we share our room tours, our travel excursions, our van life, our frontier flights. We travel
our
every.
midlife adventures.
There you go.
In and out of our
Midlife van.
van.
We'll see you soon.